What is up, guys? In this video we're going to be talking about Gala games. Gala right now currently traded at right under 4 cents, up 25.1% in the last 24 hours. Now I know a lot of you guys may be upset from the last video that I posted. Is Gala game the largest rug pull in history, greatest rug pull? And I know a lot of you guys did and were upset about that video. People were disappointed. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. We're going to get to that in just a second. Now I'm not saying that Gala is a legit rug pull, but before I talk about Gala, I do want to go ahead and spin the lucky wheel right here. You could get up to 1 Bitcoin, 1 Ethereum, USDT, or XRP. The link will be in the description below. You get 3 tries a day, but let's just do it one time just to be fun. All right, I won $1, nothing too crazy. But anyways, having a look at Gala game right here, currently sitting at a $1.5 billion. What did I mean by rug pull exactly? I mean, I know a lot of you guys took it really in a different way, but if you guys actually clicked and saw the video and saw the whole thing, you would understand that that's not really what I meant. Now, the market cap obviously sitting at 1.5 billion. The price is sitting at 4 cents. Now the total supply increased 5.6x. That is literally insane. Okay, so 39 or 40 billion tokens. In order for this to go back to 71 cents, which was the all-time high right here, if we go back to the all-time high was approximately 71 cents, 72 cents. That would bring the market cap to a $29 billion. Okay, now we could see right here that Gala is only traded at 4 cents, sitting at a market cap of $1.5 billion. So I know a lot of people don't pay attention to the, to the market cap and whatnot. They're like, oh, the price, it could go back. I mean, we're gonna 30x from here, but that's not necessarily true. I mean, you could see right here that the market cap right now is currently sitting at 1.4 billion, 1.5 billion actually, and the all-time high market cap was actually 5.3 billion. Now, in order for Gala to go back to 71 cents, the market cap would have to be 28 billion. So obviously that is pretty big, and it's way more. It's about 5.6 more in supply, circling supply. Now, why did I call Gala a scam exactly? It's not because I called it because I wanted to call it a scam. It's pretty much because they screwed their investors. Now, don't get me wrong, Gala is a pretty good project. I love Gala. They have Gala movies, Gala entertainment, Gala music. It's not just Gala games anymore. It's a whole new industry. It's a whole new token, obviously. And they have their own blockchain, which is obviously pretty bullish. You guys can see games, music, film, creators, career. There's a bunch of other things that I'm not going to get around. I mean, I did make a bunch of videos about Gala game, but you guys can see right here that the supply did go up 5.6x. Now, what pissed me off the most is that when Gala V2 came out, instead of them doing a 1-to-5 token airdrop, it was a 1-to-1, which did not make sense. If we have a look right here at Gala, obviously we're going to be having a look at these two charts right here. People are clearly buying Gala. Whales are buying Gala. If you go on the blockchain, you're going to see that whales are clearly buying. They're clearly investing. And you guys can see right here, we are and did have a nice little trend right here. And Gala also broke this downtrend right here on the daily time frame, and we did break a nice little weekly ascending triangle. As you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. So this was a ascending triangle on Gala. You guys can see we had a nice big resistance after this nice downtrend right here. We were consolidating for multiple months, more than multiple months, since pretty much since summer. And you guys can see right here on the weekly time frame, Gala was just bouncing up and down. This was the breakout, of course. And why is this the breakout? Bitcoin's pumping. Bitcoin is nearing $100,000. Still did not peak at 100K. So obviously going to be very interesting to see what happens to the altcoins. And pretty much that's about it. Now, this is actually very bullish. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm very bullish on the exponential moving average, especially on the weekly time frame. We know historically when we are below, the EMA ribbons were pretty much bearish. So you guys can see right here, since the bear market, we were pretty much bearish, and we did have this nice little fake out. But my rule of thumb is that you need at least 3 candles consecutively in order for us to be bullish on the EMA ribbon. So obviously we're most likely going to close these exponential moving average above on the green. If we close 2 more green candles, that would be a confirmation for a long. Of course, this was just a dead cat bounce because Gala needed a relief bounce. You guys can see right here, you can't always go back down. The same way we had a relief bounce right here and right here, and pretty much that's about it. So I'm not saying this is going to be a relief bounce. Bitcoin is up, the market is up, altcoins are up. We're about to see an altcoin season. In order for us to see an altcoin season, we need to see the Bitcoin dominance pretty much drop. And you guys can see right here, the Bitcoin dominance has been pretty much consolidating and hitting these exponential moving average quite nicely. So when you do see this nice little rebound, obviously you could expect more money to go into Bitcoin less money to go into altcoins. Maybe see altcoin bleeds. You guys can see right here on the right side of my screen altcoins. I'm not saying they're bleeding, but you can see VRA, Cardano, they're already down quite the amount right here. So we're gonna have to see what happens starting Monday. That's when the market opens, you know, in the US. That's when futures open. That's when there's more action, more people are trading, there's more volume. And pretty much that's about it. But this is obviously a good sign, guys. We need to see the Bitcoin dominance coming back down. We peaked at 61.6, which is very, very high. I mean, the highest we've seen since 2021. I would like to see, you know, the Bitcoin dominance come below these exponential moving average, because since 2022, like 2 years, guys, money has only been flowing into Bitcoin. Going back into Gala Games, up 10.6% since the new daily candle started. Obviously, Gala is looking pretty darn great, guys. I mean, you could see right here on the 4-hour time frame, every time Gala comes back and retests these EMA ribbons, we pretty much go up, right? So you guys can see right here, if you want to get into Gala or you think you missed your entry, I would probably wait for it to come down on the EMA ribbon. Now, that doesn't mean that Gala has to come down all the way to 3.3. No, because the EMA ribbons will be going up, but I would say maybe come down, wait a little bit, maybe a few days, maybe we're going to see a pullback. You guys can see right here, it looks like, I don't want to say buyers, but it looks like right here, Gala is getting a little bit tired right here. If we have a look at the stochastic RSI, and the regular RSI, which is probably a very, very good indicator. You guys can see right here that the regular RSI is currently overbought, and historically we know when we are overbought, we usually have these small tiny corrections. So don't expect a crazy correction on the 4-hour time frame. If we have a look at the stochastic RSI, we could see, of course, as well, stochastic RSI is overbought as well, and the last time we were overbought was actually right here, and that's when Gala did take a nice little step back. So Gala peaked right here and we had a 12% correction, so you could expect something like that, 12%, maybe 10%, nothing too crazy. So far we're up 7% from the peak, so you could expect Gala to really pull back a little bit. I'm not expecting Gala to make a crazy you know, rejection or crazy pullback, like a 50% pullback. I'm not expecting that right now. Pretty much that's about it. This is only the start, but guys, going back into this, bottom line, can Gala really go back to the all-time high? Like, maybe in terms of market cap, yes, we could go back to a 5 billion. I think Gala could even go to $10 billion market cap, but going back, guys, to a 71-cent price, I don't know if that's doable. I'm not saying it's impossible at all, by the way, but is it probable? Maybe, maybe not. I don't want to say anything, but it's just going to be interesting. We're going to have to see what happens here in the next you know, few months. I could be totally wrong as well, but a $29 billion market cap is quite high in my books, especially for Gala Games. I think that would be really overvalued. I mean, if we have a look right here at CoinGecko, it's very hard to essentially make it to the $20 billion mark. I mean, look at that: AVAX, Tron, Stellar, Ton, Shiba Inu. I mean, these tokens are not high. I mean, yes, these tokens will be pumping as well, but $28 billion, guys, could be a stretch. Anyways, that is my video on Gala. No, it's not. No, it's cost average, and they're just waiting for it to go to 71 cents. I think that's on their loss. That's really unfortunate for people who don't know a lot about crypto as well. It's unfortunate. So anyways, this is my video. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.